With all the solo success you're having now, can you kind of look back and maybe see like the whole "Why Don't We" thing happened for a reason? The ending of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it was bound to happen at some point. I mean, there's a shelf life on most groups,
Yeah.
and I think for a long time we all had in our heads that like eventually there's gonna come a point where it's in all of our best interests to like pursue our own things. We're gonna grow out of this at some point. Now, do I wish it had gone down the way it did? No. Do I think that? I mean, our contract was up in 2023 anyway. And I think the only way we would have re-signed a contract is if we got fair terms and we were having real success on an arena level. And I think we were about to get there. When everything went down, when COVID happened specifically, we were booking our arena tour, and I think we were gonna sell it out or get close. But you can, regardless of what happened personally with us, you can't stop a global pandemic.
No.
I mean,
No.
that's just like a once in a lifetime. Like, what are the odds of that? And so, if what had happened to us legally never happened to us, I don't know if we would have recovered from the pandemic. I mean, we were a touring group, and we couldn't tour, obviously. So, I don't know what would have happened. But I do think I'm very glad to be doing this now. And I've fallen in love with music in a way that I never had before. And I might have said that last time we were on the show, but music is so much more personal to me now. And like being the person that I am today and like actually having a real sense of like what I want out of music and what I want to give to people and what I want to say. It's just really nice to be super involved and like feel like this stuff is coming from me and not that I'm like, censoring myself for someone else or that I'm like compromising what I feel for the sake of democracy, within a group or for the sake of like what the vision is collectively. It's like I get to create the path now, and I'm really stoked about Blink specifically because, kind of like I said earlier, this was the first time that I brought in a team of people that I wanted to work on this project, and we did something against all odds and like made something incredible, and made some amazing friends along the way, and like it's just felt like the most like this is how it should be. This is like this is what being an artist in today's music industry should feel like. It should feel fun. You should be with your friends. Everyone should be creatively inspired. Everyone chasing the same end goal, which is greatness. And like, but just having fun along the way, because for a long time it wasn't very fun.
Yeah, did any of those things exist before?
Yeah, yes. I don't think any of those things are like exclusive to having your friends on a project, but I think creatively, I'll put it this way, it takes a village
Totally.
in this industry. It really takes a village. And for a while, I was kind of just riding solo, and I had people in my corner that were doing the administrative stuff and kind of helping me with creative, but I didn't really have, I think, anybody that had a similar like creative taste that I had, or like a similar vision or a way to execute something, in the way that I wanted to. And I'm a super picky and also very indecisive person, so that gets in my way sometimes. Sorry, BMG. But I think it's just felt like a lot of pieces have like finally come together for this thing, and just going to Seoul and like being there with just a couple of my friends that are all really good at what they do. All we really had to focus on was just being creative and like making a piece of art that we really wanted to make, because we all wanted it to be great. And it's like, if we're just doing this and having fun and like pushing the boundary and all just doing what we're the best at, it's gonna be great no matter what. And if we love it, then that means it's great.
Did you consider the Why Don't We guys friends? Because you keep using friends over and over again. In this context.
I say that in speaking from the split of the band onward. But it was different in the group. I mean, those were my brothers. Like those were more than my friends. Those were my brothers. And they'll be my brothers forever. We're more distant now.
I was gonna say, do you feel like that brotherhood is like reciprocated?
Yes and no. I mean, it's harder now. It's like we're all doing different stuff, and we're all grown up now, and it's like we have different friends, and we're in different parts of our lives, and we're in different creative spaces, and so like I don't think there's as much to relate on as there once was, but you can't forget the memories, and you can't forget the experiences, and you also can't just write those off as if they didn't happen. So, I mean, that I will always have a special place in my heart for those guys. And when we see each other, it's fire. It's like, I wouldn't say we go out of our way to see each other as much as maybe we once did, but I think it's fine, and I think it's natural, and I think it's good. Because up until the last 2 years of my life, my entire experience in the music industry was with those guys and like doing a very specific thing. And so I've like, over the last couple years, had to like rewire my brain in a lot of ways to like think about stuff differently and break old habits and like, you know, convince myself that what I feel is right and it's good and it's what we should do, you know, musically and visually and whatever. But yeah, those are my boys.